Nutrition. That's a very interesting topic. I've been researching it for years and I reached some conclusion that I would like to share with you today, hoping that it could benefit you. So I'm basing my analysis on principles, and that first I would like to assess the solidity of them. So I think there are three principles that are not challenged by anyone. Everybody is agreeing upon them. The first one is the fact that trans fats are extremely bad and should be as close to zero as possible. So trans fat is what you can find when you cook vegetable oil. You can find some of them in a little bit in chicken or butter. Another principle is that sugar and more generally refined carbs are very bad and should be avoided as much as possible, or anyway reduced considerably compared to the average consumption of most people. So for example, the OMS would recommend no more than 5 to maybe 10 teaspoons of free sugar per day. And the third principle is that processed food are bad, mainly because too much chemicals are added into those meals, too much sugar is added to make it more palatable. So I think there is a consensus there. If possible, we should try and aim for whole food instead of, a ready meal package that you can heat in the microwave. So then you've got some principles that are maybe a little bit less obvious, but I would say they are generally agreed. So the first one is that fat and proteins are required. The second, that vegetables are good. So, there are some people who defend what is called a carnivore diet, and for them, people should only eat meat or eggs, and even vegetables could or should be avoided if you listen to some of their proponents. But anyway, they are very rare, so I think that most commonly there is not that much debate, and I think vegetables are good. I mean, the more the better, I suppose. Another principle is that we need to overall reduce our consumption of omega-6 in favor of omega-3. The current ratio is probably 15:1, and that's not good. And that comes from the fact that many people consume way too much vegetable oil, either directly in salad or hidden in some processed food. And the problem with that is that the omega-3 will not be able to, the body, there is only limited capacity to process either omega-6 or omega-3. If you got too much omega-6, then the body cannot process omega-3 and you're missing some important protection against heart disease, in a nutshell. Another principle that's generally agreed is that minerals and vitamins are needed. So there are some recommended daily allowance. I will focus here quickly on the vitamin B12, which is quite important and, for example, could be missing in some vegan diets. So usually it's recommended that vegan people consume vitamin B12 in supplement. And also vitamin D, technically it's not a vitamin, but it seems there is a consensus that you need it. And if you're lacking it because of lack of sun, it might be a good idea to take some supplements. It could boost immune system and so forth. I think maybe, B12 and D can be a bit more debatable, but generally speaking, it's agreed that we need some minerals like calcium, magnesium, potassium, and vitamins. Also, it's generally agreed that antioxidants are very beneficial. For example, they help fight cancer, etc., etc. They will fight inflammation in the body, which is very important, even in terms of heart disease. Then some principle, there is a consensus, even though I saw some people challenging that. So the first one is that fibers are good for you. So I saw some medical doctors anywhere on YouTube challenging that and saying that it wasn't proven, or you could live without fibers actually. Maybe it's true, but maybe that's because you would have a carnivore diet, or maybe all of that works only if you eliminate all the other food. I don't know. Anyway, I think there is a consensus, and usually people recommend that we should eat fibers anyway more than the 15 or 20 grams per day that the average occidental is eating. Then there is a consensus that water is good for you. You should keep hydrated. Again, I saw some people were challenging that, saying that the water found in food was enough. But I think that there is a consensus and we should drink water. Then there are some principles that are challenged even more. So for example, it has been thought for a long time that too much cholesterol was harmful. Same for saturated fat. And as you probably know, it has been challenged in recent studies, and the debate is still open. Generally speaking, even if it's not as harmful as it was thought in the past, I think we should probably try and not eat too much of them. So there are some recommendation by global health organism. So that's something I think we should bear in mind. Then there are some principles that are completely debatable, and you can have fierce arguments. You can see fierce arguments online. So for example, one of those examples would be people promoting veganism and basically claiming that animal food is not really good for you. Then you've got the keto proponents who would claim that carbs are more or less bad and should be avoided because they lead to insulin spikes, which in turn lead to obesity, heart disease, and so forth. I will quickly give you my personal opinion here. I would rather subscribe to the veganism school than the keto at this stage. Of course, I'm remaining open. But that could deserve a long video in itself. So I would simply say that those principles are too difficult to judge, and I think they are less important than the first ones. So I will leave them on the side, and I think we can find some balanced diet while pushing those principles at the end. And you can always customize what I'm going to show you later, depending on your conviction in those regards. Quick last point on time or frequency of meals. Some people, they're proponents of intermittent fasting, or even fasting in general, which is a way of reducing the frequency of the meals. Some other people would say you should eat every 2 hours. Really, I think there is a lot of debate here as well. Again, I don't think that's as important as the first principles, and I choose to ignore that for now.